For some reason, I'm not sure why, I have no recollection of playing first those last three matches. Reasonable. I hope I play against, like, not another mirror match. That would be great. Be really great. Um, Untapped land? Exactly. I have threats, I have mana, all the parts. About time. Goblin Glory Chaser. So I'm best off playing Mystic, Scry. I think I top that too in case the Mystic dot. Actually, my real question is if I'm supposed to block this Glory Chaser here, if I'm allowed to. There's a good chance I'm just not. Um, yeah, I'm just willing to trade for any creature in this matchup, I feel like. I'll eventually cast something that kills my opponent. I don't have a Pelucranos or anything, but yeah, sure, Frenzied. Great. Well, it shows a good time to get in for my thing. Yeah, let's count. 1, 2, 5, 6. Do I actually want to morph this card? Yeah, I kind of do. It's like the word. Well, my opponent clearly doesn't have a Searing Blood. I like giving. So my opponent's attacks this turn are pretty bad. They don't get much better next turn. I might just be playing against straight up goblins, which could be an issue. So I do want to Atarka soon. Just like talking this through. Multiple Frenzy Goblins does imply that my opponent is the actual Goblin theme deck. This play is also possibly the best play against Ravels. Yeah, they'll take my 5. I think I want to do this. Um, because it gives my opponent the chance to mess up which morph they're heel cutting. Like, if I play the Death Mist face up, that's fine. So my opponent has, like, land pile driver this turn or something. Doesn't really matter. They won't have permanents in play. Yep. That one does not deal me pain. I would like to rain down some fire-breathing death upon your goblins. Please accept my donation. 1 to you, and 1 to you, and 1 to you, and no, I want to do 2 to you. No, you're not cool enough. You get 2 over here. 1 is enough for everybody. No attacks, because I just want to conserve that heel cutter damage. It doesn't really change my clock. I'm still killing in like 2 or 3 attack steps pretty easily. Sure. That's fine. I understand that you have another Goblin Heel Cutter in your hand. So... Paul would like to show up to the party. This, yeah, there we go. That's where you extend the digital hand. Okay. So I want these 5 cards. I don't really want Dem Protector. The matchup's a little too fast for that. Disciple is out. I've been told this card should go out. I'm not 100%. And I'm also very aware this card should go out. Maybe I just board out all the Planeswalkers here. I do like Xenagos a lot, but my understanding is that Genesis... I'm going to shave a Genesis Hydra. My understanding is that Hydra into Disciple is one of the biggest things. That doesn't even feel too right. Maybe just shave like an Atarka, cut my high end a little bit. I don't need a ton of Atarkas because I don't need to hit one. So I can bring back in a Xenagos so I have enough mana to do things. And it does spew out chumps, which is pretty nice. I like this board. Still not, just really not sold on how good Genesis Hydra is. Ugh. So on the draw, like the most important thing I think I can have is Caryatid. The idea being that they're more likely on the draw to like Searing Blood or Wild Slash your first Mana Dork. But if it's Caryatid, they just can't do anything. It just lives, and then they lose because you get to play a creature faster. It also blocks. Doesn't block the old Glory Chaser very well. Yeah, this game is going to get awkward. This is a matchup where I regret not having Seismic Rupture, but it's like literally just this matchup, so what can you do? So I'm going to take 5 this turn down to 14. Probably more if I get Heel Cut. It's probably putting me to 9. I don't think I can win if my opponent has a Heel Cutter here. If they have a Rabble, it's interesting. Somewhat. No, it's not interesting. Who am I kidding? I'm very dead. Yeah, okay. Block. The legal thing for me to block. Block, block, block. Well, I will cast my creature that doesn't... Well, that is the best to die for me. I think if I'm allowed to declare a block, which I have a feeling I might not be, my goal is to block here and here. Just like straight up as is on board. Pretty dead then, though. I don't think I can take a hit. I haven't done the math. I'm pretty sure I'm dead if I take a hit, though. Yeah, I'm very probably dead if I take this hit. Oh, yep. Very, very dead. So I block, I take about 1,000,000, make my opponent think that I have a sweeper in my deck. And then I would like to proceed to the next game. I like destroying my opponent's board more than finding a way to gain life, honestly. I really like Crater's Claws a lot more on the draw because I can kill a Glory Chaser. This will be good. Turn 2 Death Mist, or keeping my opponent off of a 1-drop. Both very powerful effects. Also, Elvish Mystic, very powerful effect. And, like, So as you can see in these games, whoever's on the play has been hugely ahead. Because again, if my opponent's on the play, it's hard for them, or on the draw, it's hard for them to break through. It's their game one draw was also just pretty subpar. Carry it. Come on, carry it. I will accept the next best answer. Okay. Um, I think I'm okay taking this hit because it cuts off my opponent's mana for the Frenzied Goblin. The interesting question is if I block, if I'm going to get heel cuttered, which I feel like, yeah, if I get heel cuttered, I block the heel cutter, take 3, roast the Frenzied, and pass with the Death Mist up. Though that does open me up to a second heel cutter. Maybe I just take the 6. Yeah, if I get heel cuttered, I think I actually just take the 6, jam Whisperwood next turn, and then my opponent can never, ever get through in the future. Glory Chaser, Glory Chaser. Yeah, I'll take my 4. 4 is a respectable amount to take. I think it's much more important to hit this Whisperwood this turn. Womp womp. Yep, sure, I got heel cuts. I lose a single blocker, and I take some amount of damage on this combat step. Well, so Whisperwood can't block. So what if I go, that's 2, so I go block. This is kind of interesting as to whether I block Frenzied or Glory Chaser. I think I'm just roasting the other one. So 11's a lot of life. Painless Land is also a lot of life. I think I am supposed to roast Frenzied. And I think I'm also supposed to do this. I think I'm supposed to clock in. Oh, that was actually a huge hit. Because it lets me flip this. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I was still insulated against this, even if I didn't hit, because if my opponent targeted this or the Rattleclaw, yeah, I could generate enough blockers here. Face up. Um. So I don't think this is. Yeah. I don't. This is not dying this combat. So that makes me want to flip this. With the, just so I can use the mana. So this goes here. This goes here. This goes here. I take my 2. I leave my opponent with a 1/1 that's easy to block and nothing else at 9 life. When I have 10 power in play. Don't even need to crack the land because this is Xaxes without taking a damage in case of I don't even know what. And thanks for playing. Yeah, that's just how it works. That's just how the red matchup plays out. You just win the coin flip and then you curve out and they die. Not a lot to it. It's not very difficult. Didn't even need this card. Just needed roast.